A decade ago, Syrians took to the streets to demand better lives. The democracy protests spiraled into a civil war involving multiple regional and international players, leaving an entire generation of Syrian children knowing nothing but violence. Now, 10 years later, hundreds of thousands of people have died. Millions more have been internally displaced or have fled the country. The situation described as a living nightmare. Young Syrians scarred by the brutality of it all. According to UNICEF, more than 5 million children have been born in Syria since the violence began in 2011, 90% of them needing humanitarian assistance. The agency also reporting a huge rise in levels of anxiety, distress, and sleep disorders. The United Nations estimates about half of Syria's children have not lived a day without war, and 60% of the entire population is at risk of hunger. During Sunday's Angelus, Pope Francis prayed that Syria is not forgotten, calling the situation there one of the most serious humanitarian catastrophes of our time.
Un numero imprecisato di morti e feriti, milioni di profughi, migliaia di scomparsi, distruzioni, violenze di ogni genere e immani sofferenze per tutta la popolazione.
The pontiff calling for dialogue between the warring parties and for international collaboration. But for young Syrians, a decade of violence coupled with an ongoing pandemic has had a devastating impact for an entire generation. If you're watching Currents News on YouTube, be sure to hit the subscribe button and click on the bell to get updates to all of our newest content, because we are putting your faith in the news.